Cute. Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning with SleepWell. Today we're going to be covering the top 3 things that affect your sleep.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Good morning. Hi, I'm Javier.
And I'm Gretchen.
And this is Good Mornings with SleepWell. And it is a beautiful, 74, 75 degrees outside. Oh my gosh, it's nice. I walked to work this morning.
It's been very weird this year, I would say, for everybody in the United States. Whether it be like continuous snows, like yesterday, there were more snows.
Yeah, I know. Colorado had snow. What else? There's flooding somewhere. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But anyways, here it's 74 degrees.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I like walking to work. It's like reflection time. So like when I get out there and it's all perfect and it's just nice and people aren't throwing beer cans or anything out of the back of their truck at you. Yeah, it's really nice. When I mountain biked, when I mountain biked, when you're cycling down the road, I had people literally throw cans at me and stuff. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I don't know if I told you that before. Yeah.
I wonder do they call that points?
Anyways, yeah. So be nice to cyclists. That's the whole point of the conversation there. So thank you, dear. So let's see. So today our topic is going to be the top 3 things that you're doing that mess up your sleep. And it's a topic that we talk to a lot of our customers about because like people are always saying, on top of, hey, my back hurts when I wake up in the morning, a lot of people come in here and say, I just cannot sleep.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
It's a common factor. And, our job in our store, obviously we research a lot, is to know what our bedding offers, to know what our mattress offers, to know what our power bases offer, our pillows, everything. But when it comes to health, that's really where most of our issues stem from, whether it's stress, amongst the other topics that we're going to be discussing today.
Yeah.
We bring it on. We do. And a lot of it we do to ourselves and we're not even aware that we're doing it.
I think that's the problem is that a lot of people just aren't aware that, hey, I'm doing something that's bad for my sleep. Mm-hmm. And in a recent podcast, it was Mark Kinsley and Mark Quinn from Sleep Geek, which is we're sleep nerds, so we listen to this. So anyway, so they one of them commented, and I think it was Mark Kinsley. He commented that good sleep is a series of good decisions that you made throughout the day, not just during your sleep time, and a major purchase that you made. And I think that's very true because we make all these decisions that affect our sleep throughout the day from morning until night.
It's very true.
Yeah.
When you said major purchase, it's a woman thing. The first thing I thought was shoes. That always makes me sleep so much better. I have a little bit of a shoe addiction at home, so he's just like, no. But for me, it's my love. I can't help it. Okay, sorry. We'll get back to the topic.
I was talking mattresses.
Okay, yes. Let's go back to mattresses. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, where did I go from there? No. Okay, so anyways, the top 3 things, back to the topic. Top 3 things that you're doing that mess up your sleep. So the number 1, and this is the most common one, and a lot of people just don't understand this. And let me tell you something. These top 3 that we're telling you are in no particular order because they all affect you pretty much equally. Mm-hmm. So, but the first topic that we want to cover today is blue light. And blue light, a lot of people don't even realize what that is and how it affects them.
Yeah, blue light's in everything. When you start thinking about something as simple as your phone, how many of us live with our face down on our phones, whether for work, social media, reading? We all have our faces in our phones or our tablets or our computers, our laptops. And the blue light that it projects actually activates your brain. So even if you feel like you're exhausted and you're at your desk and you just need that little nap, or you're at home and right before you go to bed, you just want to take one more look at Facebook or Instagram, or you want to check your emails really quick, your phone light actually emits the blue light and it activates your brain even though you're trying to go to sleep. So you might feel rested, but you don't realize what you're doing to your brain.
Right. There was an article that I read when I was doing the research on the blog, and it was our screens are killing us. And although that's a little overly dramatic, it's killing our sleep. It's killing our sleep. And a lot of people don't know that it is. I mean, what it does is it blocks your melatonin, like what you were talking about. It doesn't let you wind down, doesn't let you do this. Social media is being taken into the bedroom, and people are looking at the last minute of what's on Facebook right before bed, and it's killing your sleep. So a solution to that, and both Apple and Android have done this. They've installed a blue light filter app on your phone.
Yes.
And I know we put it on our Samsungs, because we don't do Apple. So we put it on our Samsungs, and it basically at 9 o'clock, it turns to the blue light, which now I'm looking, and I've been doing another little bit of research on it. Now it's 2 hours before bed or something like that?
Yeah, they recommend that you do it so that your brain fully shuts down prior to. And having that blue light activation turned off, is really important. What if you get that alert go off in the middle of the night and you have to look at your phone, or somebody calls in the middle of the night, whatever, and you have to look at your phone? That one brief second that you look at your phone just ruins it.
It just makes your body think that, hey, it's morning, so it wakes you up.
Exactly.
So, I mean, and honestly, Mel Robbins and a lot of the speakers and life advisors, they talk about keeping the cell phone off at night, or at least putting it in a different room. I'm very anti-cell phone before bed. I actually stop looking at it at 7, and I don't look at it in the morning until 7:30. So that's me. I know she likes playing games at night, so that's why we put the blue screen filter on there. And it's very, very helpful. It helps you fall asleep so faster. So the second thing, and this one I think a lot of us are guilty of. And this one is actually, it's a topic that I think would be fun to do another experiment on. And that is drinking caffeine within 6 hours of sleep time. It affects you and blocks you from actually falling asleep.
And that's a hard number to really grasp, because,
6 hours, yeah.
Yeah, that can be tea, it can be soda, it can be coffee, it can be in your food, it can be in medicines, it can be in so many items. And they say 6 hours prior to your bedtime. So if you're going to be going to bed 9 o'clock, that means 3 p.m., that's your cutoff time. And if you're extra sensitive to caffeine, they say don't take any caffeine after noon, or just cut it out completely. They just don't want it to be a disturbance for you when you actually try to go to sleep. And again, people get confused. They're like, oh, I can drink and I can go right to sleep. But what they're not contemplating is your body's asleep, but your brain is what it's affecting. And it's not allowing you to get into the deep sleep that you require in order to clean your brain. Right.
So personal experience is I wrote the blog. And this is why I told you that it's something I want to experiment with. I wrote the blog this past week, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to try this out because that's who I am. So I purposely drank coffee at 4 o'clock, okay? And I was thinking, okay, 6 hours, my body will flush it out. And I know better because I actually read in the research saying that, hey, if you're extra sensitive to caffeine, it'll keep you up later. Do you know, and those are the nights that I told you I slept like crap. I literally was up till midnight laying there going like, should I get up? What should I do? Because it really does affect you. I wasn't at that point excitable, but at that point I was able to lay down in bed, but I just could not fall asleep. I was there, and I'm just there, and I'm just there. And I knew it was the caffeine that I drank. So yeah, caffeine can keep you from falling asleep faster. So, and to address, because I know Travis, her son Travis says, oh, caffeine, I can drink an energy drink right before bed, and it won't affect me. It won't affect me. Has he not told us this?
Yeah, he likes to drink Monster, and he's in the military, so for him, he has to utilize different things because his shifts are so weird. They can go straight 12 hours to straight 24. They can be in combat training. Whatever their situation is, they just have to be able to operate. So for his body, and then adding Monster drinks to it, he's really throwing his body for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Because it comes to a point when they say you've got 30 minutes to sleep, you have to be able to just shut your eyes and sleep. I mean, it's chaotic. And if you have that stuff in your body, you can't.
Right. So, yeah, and he tells us all the time, oh, it doesn't affect me. I can fall asleep. No, you can't. So, like she said, what happens is you may think you're down, but you are not getting the rinsing sleep. And I call it rinsing sleep because that's what's going on is your brain is actually kind of like, they liken it to a dishwasher where it's like washing all the proteins out from your brain that they're leading to plaque and leading to memory loss and all kinds of things later in life. It actually will not allow that to happen. So you never hit deep sleep or REM sleep.
Yes.
So please watch your caffeine intake.
Just so you know, the actual chemical process that takes place when you have caffeine in your body, it actually stops your brain from producing the melatonin that's required, and instead you have adrenaline. So that's what keeps you alert and keeps you going throughout the day, even when you're exhausted. But the smartest way, the most efficient way to get through those moments is to actually have a nap, because it takes away that exhaustion and it recharges you so you're able to continue functioning. No chemical induction of any kind. It's just a natural process.
Yep. She had to bring it nap because she loves naps. Okay,
Yes.
so the last topic that we'll be covering today is exercising within 3 hours of sleep. And I know this one kind of took you by surprise that would be one of the top 3.
In a way it does, because I mean, exercise obviously is super important for everybody. And in our busy lives and our work schedules and stuff, you have people that prefer mornings and people who prefer evenings. And
Right.
again, that can go back to, are you a morning person or a nighttime person? And some people think, well, if I exercise before bed, it wears me out so I can go to sleep. When actually what it's doing is it's charging everything. Once you start moving around and activating that brain and making your body happy and getting that blood flowing, your brain starts producing everything all over again. So you don't want it to be a situation in which you can't fall asleep because you exercised. Even when you feel tired, again, it's your brain.
Right. So what it does is it activates your brain like what you're talking about, but it also raises your body temperature. And so your body temperature actually during unwinding time should be lowering like by 2 degrees.
2, yeah.
Right before bedtime, your body temperature has gone down 2 degrees. So by exciting your body by doing exercise within 3 hours of sleep time, you actually aren't allowing that process to happen, and you will have some slight trouble falling asleep. It's recommended to exercise. Everyone should exercise, but within 3 hours of bedtime is not such a good idea.
It also elevates your heart rate. I mean, which anybody who exercises can tell you, especially if they're doing a lot of cardio and can't breathe kicks in. So your situation has to be regulated. You have to find something that works for your body as well as your time.
Right. So I guess the antidote to this one is make sure that you're allowing enough space between your exercise time and your sleep time. So that way you have a lot of unwinding time in between there, so that way you get the full night's sleep that you need.
Right.
Right. So that is the top 3 things that we do that jeopardize our sleep. So I hope you found it helpful. And if you did find it helpful, please join us for more episodes of Good Mornings with SleepWell, because I know before this we had a meeting on topics that we want to cover, and we came up with some really good things.
Absolutely.
Yep. And remember, when you sleep well,
You live well.
have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.